the sky turned dark as night. When it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark as night. Then trouble taking place in the lowlands at night. I woke up this morning, can't even get out of my door. I woke up this morning, can't even get out of my door. There's enough trouble to make a poor girl wonder where she wanna go. Then they rolled a little boat about 5 miles across the pond. Then they rolled a little boat about 5 miles across the pond. I packed all my clothes, threw them in, and they rolled me along. When it thunders and lightning and the wind began to blow. When it thunders and lightning and the wind began to blow. There's thousands of people ain't got no place to go. Then I went and stood up on some high old lonesome hill. Then I went and stood up on some high